끝난 줄 알았지. 안 끝났어. 안 끝났단 말이야. 알았어?
You're in your friend's workplace. You were there since 9 in the morning, just sitting on the corner while looking for a new job through online. Your new boss fired you yesterday as his secretary. You're working in that company for 4 years, but last week there was a new CEO. The CEO wants you to be his mistress, and since you told him no, he made you an issue so he can fire you easily. Your job means a lot to you because this is where you get the money to support your sister's studies in college and also help your parents. That's why you're really determined to find a new job. You are YN, married to a man named Jun Jungkook, but you didn't get married because you love each other. You get married because your grandpa and his as well agreed to marry their grandchildren since they are best of friends. Basically, you don't want to. However, it's your grandpa wish before he died, so you just fulfill it. Your family is not rich. You came from ordinary family that each one of you must work hard to eat 3 or more times a day. Jugo grandpa offered you to work in his company since their family comes from a wealthy, but you refuse it. You don't want them to think that you agreed to marry Jungkook just because of their wealth. You can't describe your relationship with your husband. You can tell that he has a cold personality. Sometimes he gives you attention, sometimes he doesn't talk to you. Sometimes he is acting like a husband and you, and sometimes he doesn't care. You don't know if he is still in the process of adjusting to accept you as his wife or he just really doesn't care about you. Probably because it's been 4 months you got married, but he didn't even kiss you or do what couple does. YN, aren't you going home? Why? What time is it? It's 8 in the evening. What? You hurriedly fix your things to leave. In your desire to find a new job, you didn't notice the time. When you got home, you saw Jungkook in the living room watching movie. I'm home. He just looked at you, poker face. Since he didn't talk to you, you just decided to go to your shared room. Then, did you work overtime? I mean, you came home late. Oh, I work overtime. You just said that. Of course, you don't want to tell him that you're looking for a new job because your boss fired you. You don't want him to think that you just want his sympathy. By the way, did you eat? If not yet, I will tell the maid to heat up the food. No need, thank you. Actually, I have no appetite. I will take a rest. Good night. In a few minutes, Jungkook followed you to your shared room. There he saw you sleeping peacefully. He just stood from a distance staring at you. Later on, he walked tiptoe, preventing not to make any sounds so you wouldn't wake up. He took the blanket that was on your foot and fixed it. Good night, he murmured and gave you a peek. Next morning, you woke up to the smell of perfume. You slowly opened your eyes and saw your husband preparing to work. The moment you moved, he gazed on you. Aren't you going to work? He asked. Ah? Oh, I'm going. You forgot to set your alarm. Until you can find a new job, you need to pretend that you're still working. You get up and fix in the bed. After that, you hurriedly went inside the bathroom. Before you close the door, I'll wait for you. I'll drop you to your office. You should go first. It take me a long time to prepare. Okay, then I will go ahead. After Jungkook's left, you notice something on him. What's wrong? Why he became talkative since yesterday? You are at your friend's working place again, busy with your laptop while drinking iced mocha latte that you order. Later on, your friend sits in front of you since it's her break time. Until when are you going to do this? Pretending to go to your office, but actually, you're only going here. Until I find a job. Don't tell me until now. Your husband doesn't know what happened. Even though he will know, he doesn't care, so it's useless to tell him. Besides, I don't really want to tell him, but if he will think that the reason why I'm telling him my situation because I want to work in his company or I want his help. But he is your husband. The person who should first to know your situation is him. Bianca, you should remember we got married not because we love each other. Why? Until now, you haven't developed any feelings for him? I would be lying if I will tell you no. How can you not develop with that person? When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I saw is his handsome face. When I came home at night, I saw him again. On weekend, the whole day I'm with him. Then the fact that it is not forbidden to fall for him because he is my husband. But what are we talking about here is, it looks like he's not interested in me. So even though I'm in a worse situation right now, I try to act okay in front of him since I'm sure he doesn't care about me. I don't want him to feel pity for me. Okay, if that's your decision, it's time to work again. Fighting. You two smile each other as you wave your hand at her and start searching vacancy job again. In a few minutes, your phone rang. It's your sister. She's asking for her tuition payment and allowance for this coming month. Okay, I'll send it to you later. I'm sorry, Uni, and thank you. Stop apologizing and thanking me. What you need to do is to study hard. I'm not saying that you need to be on the top. The important for me is you can finish your college. Understand? After you hang up the call, you open your online banking app and send money to your sister. You took a deep breath. This weekend, you also have to send an allowance to your parents. You really need to find a job before your savings run out. You didn't do anything at the cafe. You just sit all day while scrolling your laptop, but you really felt tired of waiting for the time to pass. When you get home, Jungkook isn't home yet, so you just went straight to your bathroom to freshen up. While showering, you're also thinking about which company you will pass your requirements tomorrow. After you take a shower and get dressed, you went out to the bathroom while wiping your wet hair. As you startled, after you saw Jungkook leaning against the door, just staring at you. Gosh, you surprised me! He remains silent and just continues on staring at you. One thing you notice, his eyes were full of concern and he literally looks serious. Why are you looking at me like that? Do you want to tell me something? Like what? Probably a problem? I have no problem. He looked down and scratched his forehead. I'm sorry, YN. My friend accidentally saw you yesterday in the cafe. He got curious because he noticed you stayed there for many hours. So he told me what he saw. Then earlier I follow you. You go there again on the same cafe. I get confused and worried maybe something is happening to you that I don't know. So I dig some information and I found out about your work. You tried to hold your tears. You really thought Junko doesn't care about you, but you prove it to yourself that you're wrong. I'm your husband. You can share with me even your darkest secret. You can cry on my shoulder. YN, it's okay not to be okay. You don't need to act okay in front of me if you are not really okay. At this time, you can't hold your tears anymore. It's just drip on its own. You wipe it however your tears dripping non-stop. He came closer as he placed you to his embrace. Jungkook securely wrapped his arms around you and made you feel that you are secure and safe and no one can hurt you. The burden you are carrying in your heart will be lightened if you share your problem with me. Trust me, I will listen. That new evil CEO. I worked so hard at my job, but when I didn't agree to be his mistress, he fired me and he replaced me with the girl who agreed to be his mistress. Actually, I resigned first after he told me that he wants me to be his mistress, but he just told the company that he fired me because I took money from him. What? How dare him to do that to my wife? Well, you did a good job for quitting your work first. I know you won't do what he accused to you. You don't even ask for a money from me. Actually, I resent you sometimes. Why? I'm your husband, but you don't ask me for money. I left my two cars purposely in the drawer, not because of testing you if you're a gold digger, but maybe you need it. You're just shy of asking from me. However, until now, the two debit cards were still there, and there was no trace that it was touched. Why should I use it if I know it's not mine? My dear, I'm your husband now. What's mine is also yours. I know you are not used to that kind of system, but you need to embrace that reality. What's mine is also yours. How am I? I have nothing to share with you. I don't have much money. Junko held your cheeks in one hand and gave you a peek that made your eyes widen and spacing out. Your love is enough. He laughed at your facial expression. He knew you were surprised. Don't be surprised, because from this day on, we'll always do that to you. Then he kissed you again, but not a peek anymore. He kissed you passionately instead. Later on, he broke the kiss. You're looking for a job, right? Then I will hire you. No, I don't want to. YN, remember, what's mine is also yours. Wait, how about just help me to grow our company for our future family or children? You nod. Finally, you agree. Good. I know you haven't eaten yet. Go change your clothes. I'll take you to my favorite restaurant. He kissed your forehead, and before he left you in the room, stop thinking that bastard. I will take care of him. And thank you for telling me. When Junko came out of the room, he took his phone and dialed someone's number. I will send that person's information to you. Do everything. I want it tomorrow morning that he will be fired from being a CEO. The next day, you woke up while hugging each other. A smile crept on your face after having butterflies in your tummy after you remembered what happened to the both of you last night. It was an unforgettable night for you. You slowly move to get up, but Jingo tightens his hug even more. Just stay here. Aren't you going to your office? That company is mine, so don't worry. Then he opened his eyes and looked at you. Aren't you tired from what we did last night? Shut up! You said while slapping your face on his chest in embarrassment. Okay, I will stop teasing you now. But I'm still tired. Junko! You said and punched his chest. Ko, I'm sorry for not sharing my problem with you and for thinking that you don't care for me. It's okay. I also have shortcomings, but let's forget that and just do our best to make our marriage work out. By the way, you will be the new president of my company starting today. Remember that. Do you think I can do that job? Absolutely. I believe and trust you. Don't be scared. Your husband has your back, he said and kissed your forehead. Then you receive a text coming from Bianca. He's telling you to watch the news. You get up and sit on the bed. At the same time, you turn on the television. Your mind was blown away. You don't know if you will laugh with joy or jump after watching the news. The new CEO that wants to be his mistress got fired from being a CEO. His father in law, or the chairman, fired him after receiving a lot of evidence that he was cheating on the chairman's daughter. He has been a mistress, and the money he used to them is the money from the company. Even his wife will divorce him. Then you realize something. You suddenly look at your husband. You are not sure about your doubt, but your instinct is strong. Then Jungkook opened his one eye. Why are you staring at me? He asked. Ko, by any chance, are you the one who planned that? He looked at you straight at your eyes. Oh, I will not allow anyone to hurt the woman I love, he said and pulled you back to his embrace and showered you with a kiss. The end. Thank you for watching.